What's up? What's up, everybody? What's up? The brother man has returned. So let me ask you something. Who out there is renting an apartment, townhouse, or just a regular house, but you don't want to be perpetually renting forever? You want to find ways to build your credit up so you can put yourself in position to get a mortgage and buy a house, or you just want to improve your credit in general. Well, here, one way you may not have thought about that's available is rent reporting. Now, what a rent reporting service is, it's a service that reports your rent payments to the either one or more or all three of the credit bureaus. And the reason why people use these rent reporting websites is primarily because most of the time they're not reported. Most of the time your rent doesn't get reported to the credit bureaus like a mortgage would. And so, yeah, you've got that expenditure, you've got that expense, but it's not helping you build credit. Well, these rent reporting websites help that. And Business Insider has an article, and I'm gonna pull it up here in just a second here. Business Insider had an article listing their top 5 rent reporting websites, and so I'm gonna share that with you. Now, just to let you know, these websites, I'm not an affiliate of any of these websites, so you can make your own decision about that. I'm just sharing this information, and the concept of rent reporting I'm sharing with you. So I'm sharing that concept so that you can make your own decision about that and see what's available to help you build good credit. And I should have pulled these up beforehand. Oh, here we go. Sorry about that. So I'm going to pull this article up here so you can see it for yourself. And then, so here it is, the personal finance section of Business Insider. And make sure you can see me properly. Yes, you can. Let's see, how do we want to do this? We're going to do it like that. We'll do it like this. All right, let's do it like this. All right, so the personal finance section of Business Insider, it talks about payment history is a prominent factor of your credit. So if you're lacking payment history, or if you got to restart your payment history, this is a good option to build good credit. One thing that rent reporting websites a lot, in concept, that what they usually do, they will report current payments to either one or more of the credit bureaus, and what they do is they'll even go back. They offer a service that allows you to go back and add the past 2 years of your rental payments, and have them reported to the credit bureau, which is very valuable in developing your good payment history. So it talks about some of the problems we mentioned, how most people that rent don't get those payments reported to the credit bureaus, helping them build good credit. So they listed these 5 websites: Boom Pay, Level Credit, Rent Reporting, Rent Reporters, Rental Karma, and Pay Your Rent. And why they listed these 3, some of it was price, right? A couple of these websites report rent payments to all 3 bureaus. All right, so a couple of these offer more services than just rent reporting. They'll report your utility payments as well, or you can buy some sort of customized service. A couple of these offer they offer to get you results within 10 or 30 days. And then there's one that actually gives a landlords a payment service for the rent payments, as well as the service to do rent reporting. So we're going to look at these. All right, so let's look at the first of these here. and that's going to be Boom Pay. We're going to look at Boom Pay here. Build credit with your rent. So this service reports to all 3 bureaus. You can get an app to easily navigate and use the service. Let's cut that out. I don't need that here. And it's available for Android and iOS. Reports to all 3 bureaus, so that's very valuable. Most of the time, I know the rent reporting website that I used a couple of years ago, they'd only report it to Equifax and TransUnion. So it's big that this one uses all 3. They say some of their users have seen an increase in score of up to 100 points. Reports your data. And thousands of renters use this service. So you get that easy to use app, reports to all 3 bureaus. That's a really big feature for this. I wonder how much this is. Let's look at how much this is about us. All right. No-brainer price and the most affordable way to build credit with your rent. So they have a one-time enrollment fee of $10. And you can get ongoing rent reporting for $2 a month. So this is very inexpensive. And if you want to add on the past 2 years of rent payments, you get a one-time fee of $25. So very inexpensive, $35. You can get the past 2 years of rent reporting. You can start your ongoing rent reporting service, and it's only $2 a month. That's very affordable. And it reports to all 3 bureaus. So that's a big deal for that service, and that's Boom Pay. And like I said, I'm not an affiliate for any of these companies. I'm just sharing what's available. And I say that because I am an affiliate of other companies, but not these. I'm just sharing this with you. So let's see Level Credit. There's another one. This is the second company we're going to see. And it says you can add rent and cell phone utility payments to your credit score. So that's a lot of payment history that you can add to your credit report to help build a better credit profile. How to build credit using your bills. So you connect your bank account to this, it's either this website. I'm looking to see if it's an app. Looks like you can get an app for this. And then you can monitor it as well as you can monitor your credit score and how it's being developed there. Build score without debt. That's another thing that's good about rent payment services is that you can build your credit score without the debt, without like a credit card. Even though I recommend using credit cards to build your score, but if you're starting over, this is a good service to start off with, especially if you're renting. You can do this without adding on a bunch of ongoing debt. You're already paying the rent anyway, so might as well let your money work for you. And then they offer identity theft insurance, credited monitoring through TransUnion. Looks like I think they only report to TransUnion. We're going to see who they report to here. Their rent, sale, and utility payments are $6.95 a month. You can add the past 2 years of rent payment for $49.95. Who do they report to? Looks like which bureaus do they report to? Equifax, Experian. So they report to all 3 bureaus. Bureaus consider the account as rental agreement. And TransUnion. All right, so the rent reporting goes to all 3 bureaus. The utility only gets reported to TransUnion. All right. So that is levelcredit.com if you want to check that out. Let's go back to the other ones. Rent reporters. Best for quickly boosting credit. Build your credit by reporting your rent. You already know how important that is. And here we go. Yes, we know that. We've talked about that. How it works. We already know how it works. So these This website reports to Equifax and TransUnion. So you only get two bureaus getting reported to on this one. So if those two are your weak ones, this will help you out tremendously. If those are your weak credit scores. Now, if you're trying to develop your experience, this service won't help you. All right. Let's see how much their pricing is. It looks like they only do rent payments here. Let's see, choose your plan. So you can pay this $9.95 a month, or with a $95 sign-up fee, or you can just pay $95. Let me see. You do an annual plan for $8 a month. So the 8 times 12, what is that? 96. So this is more expensive than the other ones. You get 24 months of rent history. So this already included that. Monthly reporting, a lot of literature, financial resources. You can add landlords or roommates. Free credit score is included with this. All right. So this one's more expensive, but you get the credit score, you get the monitoring, you get some financial education and tips with this. Rent reporters. Let's go to the next one. Rental Karma. This one's interesting. Let me share this tab. Rental Karma, build credit with your rent. 100 million struggle with the credit. Now, this allows you to, there's a feature on here, calculate your score increase. So let's just take an example. Let's say you've been renting for 2 to 5 years and you're trying to start up. So maybe you've got 1 to 2 open accounts, right? And your credit score, let's just say your credit score is 550 to 600. So that's your situation. 3 to 5 years of paying rent, 1 to 2 open accounts, credit score 550 to 60. Your results. So this is giving you a prediction if you follow their program. You can see results in 30 days. And they're saying that if you follow the game plan, you can see your score increase 3 to 5 points each month of reporting your rent. Predicted score increase 60 points. And so it goes to give you a game plan for that. Simple pricing. How much is it? So getting started is $75 one-time fee. Pass. So you get all past rental history at your current address. So if you've lived at a current address 2 or even longer, you get all those rental payments reported. So that's pretty interesting. $75 to get started. It's $8.95 monthly fee. Ongoing reporting is required to keep your account open. Okay, cancel anytime. You can add your spouse. $5 a month, $25 up front, and they report to Equifax and TransUnion. So this one's a little more costly, but you automatically get to rent reporting at your current address for as long as you've been at that address, which is a big benefit. If you've been at the same spot renting, you get all of that rental history added to your credit report, which is big. But they only report to 2 bureaus. Okay, so all right. Now we got one final website we're going to look at. That's Pay Your Rent. And this one's a service for both renters and landlords. You get an app, and it allows you an outlet to pay your rent through this. Pay your security deposit. I think those landlords can get instant deposits. Those who use this service for rent payments, rental payment history, gets these your rental payments reported to all 3 bureaus. So it's a service for both managers and landlords plus renters. Same night rent deposits, same day rent processing. So that's pretty neat. Reports to all 3 bureaus. I wonder how much this is. I just say sign up. Let's see what. So if you're a property manager, you probably have to get a quote from them. All right, so if you have to get a quote from them. But those are 5 options that Business Insider lists as their top rent reporting websites. And let me know if you've used a service that you like or recommend. Let me know if you have any questions about rent reporting. Let me see if we get some other. Let me go to my DIY credit repair. See if they recommend any other ones. But that's big. You know, a couple of those, I like the ones that report to all 3 bureaus. 3 of those sites that we listed report to all 3, which is very beneficial because you want to develop all 3 credit bureaus, all 3 credit scores, because when you go to get a mortgage, one company might deal with certain one bureau, other companies might deal with other, and some lenders deal with all 3. Not every lender deals with all 3. So you want to find out who they deal with and make sure that score is good. But if you develop all 3 scores, you're going to be in a good situation regardless. Now, what I'm going to show you here, this is chapter 6, step 6 in the My Credit System. It's a service, DIY service that I talk about a lot because it's helped me improve my credit score 200 points. And I know it'll help you. But step number 6 deals with building credit. So we're going to look at this as well, because they actually have some recommendations as well. Now they also talk about credit loan builder programs, secure cards if you're starting over. Then it has a section how to build credit paying your rent. So we're going to see if they have some other companies that they recommend in addition to the 5 that we have talked about. Experian Rent Bureau is one company. Now of course they're only going to build your Experian score, right? They'll report the past 2 years. So that's one. Pay your rent. So we talked about that. They also talk about Rent Track, Clear Now, eRent Payment, and Pay Lease. They work with Experian. All right, so these are 5 other options, but they only build your Experian one, which, that was something that helped me because my Experian score was always lower than my Equifax and TransUnion. But that's the thing. Each one of us has to look at our credit reports and then get scores from all 3, because some of us, you may have one bureau higher than the other 2, or 2 bureaus higher than 1. My low score was always Experian. That's coming up after a long fight. But my Equifax and TransUnion would always had a higher score. Other people have the reverse, and it's all about who their lenders are and who those mortgage companies or auto companies or the credit cards report to. So if you have more accounts reporting to Experian, you stand a chance to have a higher Experian score, unless you messed up your payment history, of course. So anyway, those are 5 more options. These guys were print to Experian. So let me know if you have any questions. Let me know if this is helped you out any. Give me a like and a sub. And if you're looking to, if you've got negative items on your credit report, I'll post a link in this description on how you can get access to a do-it-yourself credit repair system that's helped me remove 5 collections myself. And I've used a lot of the suggestions under the build credit to improve my score. I've used rent payment services to help me build my credit score. So we talked about 5 programs that Three of them report to all three bureaus. Two of them report to Equifax and TransUnion, and then there's some other ones that report to just Experian. Hey, I highly recommend that you check them out if if you're just getting started building credit, you just moved out, or if you're having to start over, you got divorced or whatever the case may be, and you're starting back over to build your credit. Take advantage of these services. Don't go years and years and years without your money working for you. Anyway, I'm the Brother Man. Give me a follow and a like. Peace.